Gene Record, Chairman of the Judy K. Record Memorial Conservation Fund. And we are so excited to have the record players help us in our annual drive every year to raise money for conservation in Belmont. The fund was established in my wife's memory for conservation in Belmont, which she worked on for a number of years in a very wonderful way. So a group of citizens, after her untimely death in a bicycle accident, put together the Judy Record Conservation Fund. And we have raised a very nice sum of money, but we are wanting to continue to do that to support the open space in Belmont. We have helped mow the fields, we have helped fight the invasive plants, we have done an extensive trail study to help all the people in Belmont take advantage of this remarkable 88 acres of open space just 7 miles from Boston. So I hope you all get up there and take advantage of this just marvelous resource for everyone in Belmont. Take a walk, bring your children, bring your parents, enjoy the various sights, the woods, the open fields, Lone Tree Hill, the Pine LA. It's magic. And it's magic to be able to be part of the record players in our annual concert, I should say their annual concert in support of us. So we look forward to this year's concert and its theme of Belmont.
My name is Diane Gulcasion-Rabi, and I'm happy to be speaking with you today.
You originally wrote these pieces for flute and piano.
That's right.
And
I wrote them actually many years ago for flute, for a young flutist that became part of our family almost. It was very sweet, Mimi Stillman, who was 9 years old at the time I wrote them, and she has now become one of the world's greatest flutists. And when I had a Carnegie Hall concert some years ago, and many of my friends who I've written pieces for came from Europe and so on. It was quite an exciting concert, and she asked me if she could play her bagatelles at the Carnegie Hall. I said, well, Mimi, I wrote those for you when you were a child. She said, well, please, can I play them? I really like them. So she did, and then she's been performing them now at several of the flute conferences and things, and they seem to be enjoyable to some people, so I'm very happy about that. The pieces were written with Mimi Stillman in mind. She was young, she was energetic, she was full of fun, and the pieces sort of emulate her spirit. And her spirit was so wonderful that I think it makes people happy when they listen to them. So they're sort of enjoyable pieces. They're not profound, but they're enjoyable. And I think sometimes there's a place for that kind of music. And so it does lend, many people have asked me to make different kinds of arrangements of them.
The piano pieces that will be played were written for 2 Belmont residents, Mildred Freiberg and Ted Hennessy. And
Right.
Ted, you wrote a piece for him when he was how old?
Oh, he was probably around 9 years old.
Oh.
That was one of the pieces I wrote for him. And he was such a wonderful young man. He's such a spirit. He loved music so much. It was so much an important part of his life. And he went on to play other music after he studied with me, and he was a brilliant kid. And when the 9/11,
Terrible tragedy.
it was a terrible tragedy, and I wrote a piece for him, an in memoriam, which I later integrated into a large piece. It's a ballad. It says flashbacks of 9/11, and that in memoriam piece is part of the big piece. But it's played now quite often, and it's been also arranged for all kinds of instruments. People have asked me to arrange it for various instruments, the in memoriam. And yeah.
And Mildred was a friend of yours and a colleague, and
Oh, she was a wonderful musician, and was so welcoming. When I moved to Belmont, immediately she was just there to help in every way. And all through my life in Belmont, she's been a help to me and to so many others. She's just one of the great musical figures in Belmont, and we miss her so much.